Stephen, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders visited Harvest Time Academy in Fort Smith, where she made an announcement with Education Secretary Jacob Oliva. 5 News reporter Rachel Williams was there. She has more.
Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders announces that more Arkansas families can now take part in the Education Freedom Account program.
This current school year, we kept EFAs open to students with the greatest need, and we enrolled over 5,000 students in that program. More than half of those students have a learning disability, making sure that they are getting exactly what they need to be successful.
And we are working really hard at our agency with the support of the legislature and the governor to make sure that those options are the best and #1 options to meet the needs of most families.
Children of veterans, military reserve members, first responders, and law enforcement officers can now apply for the program, along with those who applied last year.
It is important that we have the opportunity and ability to recognize and show them our support. The initial rollout of the EFA program allowed children of current military service members to enroll, and that result has been extraordinary.
Extraordinary is a word one grandmother describes the education her grandson is receiving.
But as far as his education, he's excelled with the smaller class sizes. I like the student to teacher ratio. I'm very impressed with that.
Stephanie Davis says her grandson Elijah is in the 4th grade and has been coming to Harvest Time Academy since he was a year old. And now his education is at a 6th grade level.
He's always telling me that he's really excited about being able to continue again with the smaller class sizes. He feels he is aware that he is learning more, and he's excited. I wanted him primarily to have a Christian education. And it's a private school, and they were just starting, and so I really wanted him to grow up and have a private education.
To meet the overwhelming demand, Harvest Time Academy principal says they're having to expand their offerings next school year,
including the addition of 6th grade to our school and the opening of more classrooms across various grade levels next year.
In Fort Smith, covering news where you live, Rachel Williams, 5 News.
The group against the LEARNS Act is responding to the governor's announcement today, saying in part, quote, CAPE stands by that public tax dollars should be used only for public schools. We are also curious to know how many students will be newly served by the EFA, or if it's students who were already attending private schools. We believe public schools are the heart of each community and support diverse communities through public schools that are adequate, equitable, and inclusive, end quote. And before the school visit, Governor Sanders was in Fort Chaffee to send off 40 National Guard soldiers to support the Texas National Guard at the U.S.-Mexico border. Those troops will stay there until the end of May. Governor Sanders talked about the jump in the number of illegal border crossings and the pounds of fentanyl that have been seized within the past year. For 2 months, the National Guard will support other agencies by helping guide people through the port of entry. The brigade commander says about half of the soldiers on this mission have assisted in Texas before.
Last year they went, so they're very experienced. Additionally, a lot of the soldiers that are going are bilingual, and so we take advantage of the fact that they can speak both Spanish and English, and so I think that really helps to provide additional support to the mission down in Texas.
The soldiers deployed for this mission are primarily out of Northwest Arkansas.